Today's video is a cold case from 1991. 18-year-old Jennifer Pentilla from Montana wants to ride her bicycle from San Diego, California to Mexico to do some humanitarian work, but she disappears somewhere in the New Mexico desert. So she was traveling to Mexico to do some humanitarian work. She had done this a few months prior, so this was something that was normal for her. Actually, I think a few years before that, she was in West Africa doing some more work there. On October 16th, Jennifer attends the 7 p.m. service at the Deming Baptist Church. Now, after the service, she asked the pastor if she could sleep in the church, just unroll her sleeping bag there on a pew. Him and his wife decided to let her use an extra fifth wheel that they had on their property. So she got dinner, she got a shower, the next morning they took her to breakfast, and then they brought her back to her bike. She calls her mom from a Shell station. She says that she's decided she's not going to be going into Mexico. People have been telling her it's unsafe for her to be traveling by herself by bicycle. So instead, she's going to be coming back home to Montana, and she's going to stop and see a friend somewhere in the Midwest on the way home. She tells her mom she'll definitely be home by the holidays. That night, she was planning to head to Las Cruces, and she would call her mom either that night or the next day. But she never called. Her mom's birthday was October 19th, and when she didn't get a call that day, she knew something was wrong. And then no movement in the case until a year later. 1 year later, her parents get contacted by some people who found some of her stuff. It was found 46 miles northeast of the Shell station that she called her mom from, and that was the opposite direction of Las Cruces. Most of her stuff was there: backpacks, bicycle helmet, tent, but her bicycle was not found and her sleeping bag was not found. They also found some of her handwritten journals. Multiple witnesses reported that they saw Jennifer with a man named Jesus Vasquez, or Chewy as they called him, and I think he was an attendant at the gas station. In 1994, which would have been 3 years later, he's arrested in a drug sting, and police are really pressuring him to talk about Jennifer, but he doesn't say anything. I guess shortly after that, he got into a fight with his brother and beat him to death. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison. He did his time. He got out. He was still suspect number one in Jennifer's disappearance, but nothing's ever happened. Her case is pretty much cold.